Hi, this is Angela with the Leadership Coach Group, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you one of our coaches, Louise Lee. Louise, thank you so much for meeting with me today and spending time with me.
Hi, Angela. Thank you for having me.
I am wanting to learn more about you as a coach. Can you describe your coaching style for me?
Yes, absolutely. Some people have described my coaching style as loving disruption. So what they've told me is that I'm here to challenge your thinking. What got you here won't get you there. But I do it in a way that's compassionate, that's kind and loving. But also I will call you out on stuff.
Sometimes it takes that to have an awareness to know what to work on.
Yes, exactly.
Talking about that, knowing what to work on, what tools and techniques do you often utilize with your clients whenever you're working through issues and trying to get results?
Absolutely. There are lots of different tools and techniques that we can bring into our partnership. It could be everything from very deep, powerful questions to really have you identify something which you had no idea about. Maybe it was in a complete area you had no idea about, all the way through to actual tools, studies that have shown techniques that work. We can pull on research that has already been done and tried and tested strategies and tactics that can help you. So we have a little bit of everything that we can incorporate into our partnership to help you get everything you need to get out of it.
And when you're thinking about helping your clients to get what they want out of coaching, is there any specific opportunities for improvement that you like to focus on, or challenges that they're facing that you enjoy helping with the most?
Oh, yes, there are some always really great ones, Angela. So some of the most common ones could be anything from imposter syndrome, especially in the workplace or maybe elsewhere, all the way through to things such as leadership. So I have a lot of clients say, I want to show up this way, but I'm showing up that way. What is getting in the way? Or I got this piece of feedback and I don't know what to do with it. How can I improve? So it could be anything around how you show up for work, but it could also be what shows up for you outside of work, because as we know, how we show up for work often spills out into our personal life and vice versa.
Yes, it does. It all intermingles together. If you could describe your ideal client, what comes to mind?
Oh, I love supporting women in leadership. Having been a woman in leadership roles in male-dominated industries in the corporate world, I know what it's like to be a woman in a leadership role and a lot of the hurdles and challenges that you face. I also deeply believe, Angela, that the world will be a better place with more women, more capable women in leadership roles. And so I really love helping any woman in any kind of leadership capacity, whether you are only 2 or 3 years into your leadership journey, or whether you are well established in a corporate role, executive role, C-suite role, and you are wanting to level up and maybe expand and broaden your leadership skills.
It's always so nice to have someone wanting to empower others and help bring out their best and most potential. And I see you doing that very easily and naturally. Talking about your leadership experience in your company background, can you tell me some highlights from that time?
Oh, yes. I think it's funny you asked for a highlight, but here's a situation that actually at the time was quite challenging. So I was in a corporate role in England, where I'm originally from. I currently live in Vancouver, Canada. That's where I'm based. But in England, I was relatively young, in my 20s, mid 20s, and I had just been promoted into this role, head of this big department of people, 60 plus people, multi-million-dollar operating budget. And here I was coming in trying to fill some pretty big shoes, and everyone in the department was older than me, more experienced than me. And also I was coming in as a female visible minority and relatively young. And so I was thinking, oh my goodness, how do I gain their trust, their respect? How do I turn this team around? And so that was a really wonderful challenge where I got to really sharpen a lot of not just my leadership skills, but also how to build rapport and relationships with others, but also real confidence in myself and my abilities, and being able to believe in myself so others can believe in me and themselves as well.
And I know that in addition to your executive background, that you are an accomplished violinist and that you did that professionally, but how is some ways that you would bring elements from that aspect of your life into a coaching role?
One of the things that I often do is I love coaching through metaphors, analogies, stories, because sometimes if what we're talking about in coaching is can be abstract, it really helps to actually dial it down to an example. So that's why having a different background, like a creative background, can be very, very helpful. And I bring that to my clients because we're all creative people. We may not see ourselves in that way, but when we start to identify that there are other ways that we can apply what we're getting from coaching, say through talking about music or talking about sports or talking about art or talking about something else, parenting, child rearing, things like that, then it really enriches our life. And also I love to share with my clients and have them bring to the partnership how to get the most out of all areas of life, not just work and not just leadership per se.
Louise, thank you so much for just helping to share with me today. And I love that well-roundedness that you bring to it, and look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you.